Whales and dogs were so last cycle, guys. This cycle, it's fat cats in space. We got CHONK. We're live with the founder today. So you guys got to stay tuned for this entire episode because actually we're launching real, well, not we, but founder is launching real soon. But well, I say we because I'm going to be in on the first day. So anyways, stay tuned. There's going to be a ton of alpha here, but you guys want to stay tuned for this. All right, everybody. I'm still getting to learn this software, but so there's going to be some hiccups here now and then. Hey, what's up, M3R3G3?
My dude.
What's up? Thanks for watching. We got 4 people on the stream right now, which you guys are super early. So I want to say, stick around because we got something really fun and actually extremely revolutionary. And that's what I want to introduce. So let me introduce the founder here of CHONK. What's up, Rudy?
What up, Dave? How are you? It's good to be back here, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you. So I love the things that you've been creating, but I'm really, really excited. This is a new project, and also you're on a new chain. You're going to be on Base. So if you guys know about Base, if you guys are listening right now, put it in the comments. What do you guys think about Base chain? And actually let's just start off for everybody that most people may not know what CHONK is yet. Some people do, but let's just tell everybody what is CHONK.
Well, the truth is people won't realize what CHONK is until CHONK is ripping.
Okay.
Oh man. So yeah, basically CHONK is a different concept of an NFT, which essentially is a liquid NFT. So we're running the first on-chain cat adoption, right? So essentially you're going to be minting an NFT like you would with any other NFT. But what we do differently is we're taking that NFT and we're pairing it with a token. So essentially one NFT equals a nominal amount of tokens, which if you read the white paper and you look on the website, you can see exactly what those numbers are. And they're interchangeable. So you can essentially swap your NFT for tokens and vice versa at any time. Well, what does this mean? That sounds kind of cool, but what does it actually mean? It means a lot of things. And actually, I don't even know where to start with that. So there's a lot of game theory kind of baked into this. Really, essentially what that means is that each CHONK NFT is a representation of your stake in the CHONK token. That NFT will always be worth 420 million CHONK tokens. So again, you can swap them in and out, go back and forth. And when this token goes live, essentially 85% of that token supply is pre-staked, and it's waiting for people to essentially lock up their CHONK and claim the CHONK token. So when the token goes live, 15% of that supply will then go to the liquidity pool. So there's be a really small circulating supply of this tokens till people start claiming their CHONKs. I came up with this concept back in January. I was thinking about it. I was like, I want to do an NFT project. What way can I launch a token and have it combined with the NFT project? I'm like, if you just airdrop your holders a bunch of tokens, well, you're just basically introducing sell pressure into the chart. People always want something for nothing and just will kind of take advantage of that. So I was like, all right, well, what if we burnt the NFT and so that would make the NFT deflationary and give people tokens in return that way. It's like, well, you don't really want to burn your NFT. Like they're really cool and collectible in their own sense. So that kind of led me to another thought process. I was like, what if instead, you create essentially a two-way staking or an escrow contract where you can take and lock that NFT and receive tokens in return? Well, at that point, the user could do that certainly, and they could sell the tokens, and then the NFT would be essentially out of circulation forever, creating a hyper deflationary NFT supply, making them more rare and more scarce. Or they can, if something was going to come on down the line and they wanted to get their NFT back, well, then they could just pay back the tokens that they essentially got from the escrow or the staking contract and get their NFT back. And again, that NFT is essentially a representation of the stake in the CHONK token that you own. So this has quite a few implications. Again, it keeps a lot of the token supply off the market, which constricted circulating supply is really good for demand because, I mean, supply and demand, if there's not a lot of tokens on the market and you have some, you just add a little bit of sprinkle a little buy pressure, you know, the price can get pushed up quite substantially. Also, like there's cool arbitrage opportunities built in. So say if somebody listed their NFT, because you can actually buy and sell these on you can buy and sell the CHONK token on Uniswap, but you can also buy and sell the NFT on like OpenSea, say. And if somebody wanted to list their NFT on OpenSea and they listed it for too cheap and the token price shot up, well, essentially the floor price of that, the floor price of that NFT is technically higher because so they can essentially go in and swoop that NFT and sell it and swap it into CHONK and then sell the tokens and get a cool arb profit. And the most important fact is that essentially if this token does a 10x or whatever, I'm not making any like future price predictions, but essentially what it does is it pushes up the floor price with the NFT. Again, constricted supply, demand in the market, the price go up, the floor price go up, more people get interested, it could go kind of crazy. So yeah, that's essentially like some of the game theory into it. Another really cool fact is that there's actually like an OTC, like over-the-counter trade mechanism built in where essentially like if somebody had if a whale had like a good chunk of supply, they don't necessarily have to dump it into the chart. We could actually pair them up with somebody and just sell them the NFT through OpenSea, and that other person could buy the NFT, and you can actually keep those cells off the chart. So that's
will these be available on OpenSea also after they're sold out?
Yeah, so the NFTs will be available on OpenSea for sure. And then essentially what's going to happen is that the NFT mint will happen. Once they sell out, the next day we'll actually push the token in the staking contract live or the escrow contract, whatever you want to call it. We actually call it the CHONK tank.
Right. Let's go to the CHONK tank here, guys. So you go up to their website, chonk.finance, go to CHONK tank, check it out. Oh, CHONK tank's coming soon. Okay, let's talk about the CHONK. Yeah, baby. So what's the CHONK tank?
So the CHONK tank is the name for that staking contract or that escrow contract that I was talking about. Essentially what that does, it only has really two functions for the user. You can either lock up your CHONK NFT and claim CHONK tokens, or you can pay back those CHONK tokens and receive back your NFT. And the only person that can get back their NFT, obviously, is the original owner of it. So in a case that, say, the token price dipped below the floor price of the NFT for some reason, then they could grab their NFT back, or maybe they just wanted to get their NFT back so they could have it. I mean, what's really cool about the CHONK tank too is that every interaction with the smart contract actually burns 3% of that transaction. So not only is the NFT collection hyper deflationary, but the actual token will be deflationary as well with that burn mechanism that's baked into it.
Right. You know, one of the reasons I'm really bullish on this, you chose to go real low on the supply, like total supply 1,000. I mean, that's amazing. I love that. I used to like higher kind of supply things, and I still do in certain cases, but I mean, this is super bullish for me. I mean, 1,000, and it's not even just 1,000. It's 1,000, but you actually have some. Oh wait, let's go here. This is where you say it here. You just announced it. So guys, this is the alpha, which stay to the end because there's a lot more coming, but go to at CHONK on base. That's the X account for CHONK, and you get the true alpha right there on the thing. But here's why I'm so bullish, guys. Total NFTs available to mint is only 850, even though there's 1,000, and we'll talk about why that is. And then 500 are going to be reserved for whitelisted addresses. So I mean, if you're in earlier and there's a way to get on the whitelist, actually that's why you go to X right here. You got to fill out this form. You got to like, tag, and like, repost, and tag 3 times if you guys want to be available potentially on the whitelist. And I did make a mistake because I called it the CHONK paper, but it's actually the thick paper. But anyways, go here, follow him on X. But do you guys have any questions right now in the comments? What's up, Ozzy? What's up, JLJR Pinks? Ozzy says, good afternoon,
What
folks.
up, my dude?
We got Binance WI. What's up? And we have 19 people on the stream right now. So you guys are getting super alpha information, and you guys can choose to act on it or not. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm just really excited about this project because when I really never, it wasn't, I say whales and, and dogs were so last cycle. Actually, NFTs that weren't backed by anything is so last cycle. That's what's really changing things moving forward. That's why I'm real excited about what's actually, Ozzy, it is great to see you too. Yeah, super bullish. Yeah, me too. Because when we buy, and so I'm excited about NFTs for multiple reasons. Now I like what you're doing because it's still all digital. It's a token and a NFT, and they're I don't even know yet all the potential game theories we can apply to this. It's just so interesting to me. There's stores of value now for these NFTs. And I'm stoked on the next level too of being able to take people's physical art and putting it into an NFT and backing it by a token too. And now it's a physical piece. There's a third element to it that people can actually have in their home, as well. Because a lot of these physical artists I know, they're so good, and literally like we could somehow that's kind of the next level. But before we get to that level, now we're taking NFTs and we're making them worth something, like actually on the market worth something. And you're adding a deflationary mechanism within it, which that right there too is really I'm excited about that. So we got any questions here? I'm feeling chonky.
Me
Yeah,
too.
So talk about, actually, here's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about base. Let's talk about base. Why base? Yeah, here we go.
Actually, let me answer this question real quick.
For minting a single NFT on base chain from Pitter90.
They're pretty cheap. I was actually looking at this yesterday. I would just say like have a buck or two, just extra, just to have it.
So what you're saying is it's going to be less than actual Ethereum fees that we're paying right now.
Oh yeah, way less.
Even though Ethereum is the gas on base, it's the fees are less.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about base.
Let's talk about base. Yeah.
So essentially, like, what is base? Base is Coinbase's L2 network, and it's been gaining a lot of steam lately. Why? Well, few reasons. I mean, Coinbase is probably one of the largest exchanges that have 100 million users, which is pretty substantial. And their goal is to onboard as many people to Web3 as possible. So with that being said, they want to make it as easy as possible. I mean, when I've talked to people about getting into crypto, it's like, oh, what's a MetaMask and what's this and what's that and how do I do this? And essentially what they're trying to do is make it so you can have a Coinbase account and have some Ethereum and get involved with some of these DeFi projects. Essentially, they have a new smart wallet coming out that's going to make it really easy for users to get in, and that's really the name of the game there. Now, on the other token, there's a lot of like ETH whales, and I was just talking to Dave about this right before the stream. They don't want to sell their Ethereum. Like, why would they want to like bridge over to a different blockchain, like say like AVAX or Pulse or whatever, when they could just own Ethereum and transact there? So essentially what's happening is that there's a great migration going to Base because it accommodates people that can't afford the high gas fees. And it's faster because it doesn't have the same kind of mechanism that Ethereum does. So essentially Ethereum's the settlement layer, and Base is the layer built on top of that that's faster, quicker, and overall sexier. Really easy to bridge into if you go to there. Exactly. Thanks for pulling that up. Really, really easy to bridge in. So you connect this to your wallet, and on the ETH side,
it's by basically going to Base, guys. Just go to Base Network, and then you go to base.org. This is the link here when you get here. you go to bridge on the top. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, just go there, connect your wallet, choose how much ETH you want to send over. It's going to probably cost, depending on what the gas prices are at the moment, it might cost $20 or $30 to bridge in to the base. But once you're there, you can transact for pennies and dollars versus potentially hundreds of dollars,
And so it's actually in the same wallet. So you just go up to your wallet, your MetaMask or whatever, and then you add a new network, right? And you'll add the base network. And actually, guys, this is what I love about what you've done here is you really just took it step by step, guys. Just go to chonk.finance because he has step by step. But the only reason I was able to figure this out is because you did the step by step for me right here. So how to buy it, guys. So you want to get prepared because actually there is a date. If you didn't see it yet, then we're going to tell you at the end. No, we'll tell you right now. But anyway, no, we'll tell you a little bit later because we're going to get into that. But before that, we want to talk about how to buy here real quick. Just go step 1, boom. This is exactly how you add base to the wallet. It works because I did it. Step 2, you add ETH to your base wallet. This is talking about the bridge. This is what we were just looking at. Step 3, now you're going to swap. Okay. Before we get to step 3, let's keep going, and then we'll get to step 3 and talk about this section.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially what it is like, again, like you said, it's the same address as your Ethereum address in your wallet, and it's just a different network. So when you go to your Ethereum wallet, it's very easy to add the network. Just go on the website there, follow the instructions. It's really, really easy. If anybody has any problems, just reach out to somebody in our Telegram. They'll be able to help you for sure. Or you can reach out to me directly. I'm super attentive with that stuff. I've been helping a lot of people get bridged in. So yeah, really simple, really cool. And it's going to be a lot cheaper to transact over there. And there's a lot of volume.
That's great. That is great. Yeah, that's the thing. Base is popping right now. I mean, it's really I'm stoked on it because Coinbase is the biggest centralized exchange right now. And, I think they are going to, now I personally don't love Coinbase, honestly, but they're the biggest one. They're for masses. They have some things I actually really do not like, but for the ease of use, like jumping in from someone that doesn't know anything about crypto, where are they going to go? Probably Coinbase. Probably most likely. I bet the stats are most likely on that one. But
especially if you're in the US, that's the thing. Like in the US, the crypto regulations are so tight and you don't really have many options in terms of like getting your money in and out of crypto other than Coinbase. I mean,
there is another better one, but I'm not going to talk about it right now because actually there's no point in talking about it because right now the only point we're talking about is the fact that base is popping. It's something that isn't going away. It's only going to get bigger. And now you could go over here on the right-hand side. What is the base bridge? And talk to you about it. It has what wallets can you use? It talks about you could use the Coinbase wallet, which they're going to make that easy. You could use MetaMask is what I use. There's Rainbow Wallet. So there's 3 right there that you could do. Then there's Discords, all that kind of stuff. So fees, there are network fees. There's the gas costs on Ethereum. So anyways, go through, do your own research. But a lot of people are on base right now. And it is just, and here's the thing, this is revolutionary, everybody. If you're on this stream, this is revolutionary. There are am I wrong? I don't think there's any collateralized NFTs on base yet.
Not yet. Not that I know of anyway.
This is the one. Guys.
So I will say, like, I thought about this concept. I was driving one day. I was like, holy shit, this is sick. I'm going to build this. Awesome. And all of a sudden I stumble across this project. It's on Solana. It's called Bozo Finance.
Right. And let's look at that real quick.
Yeah. Bozo.finance. So I go look at Bozo Finance and I'm like reading. I'm like, damn, this sounds exactly like what I just like came up with, essentially. And I was like, just kind of like kept pondering upon this idea. And I was reading all this stuff. And then I stumbled out across the statistics page here, and if you want to click on that, bro, this is where shit gets wild.
This is not the so you know you have a little bit of a different mechanics than Bozo, but Bozo was an initial inspiration to you, and Bozo's on Solana. So when we say first, I'm saying first on base chain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And actually, you even have a little bit different different tokenomics too than Bozo. So we'll get into that. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, just look at the floor price right now of the NFT. That's like $35,000 for the NFT. That's what they're listed at. What they're actually able, like, what their cash value is, it's a little bit lower. I mean, I think each Bozo is worth 800,000 tokens or something like that. So the Bozo price, I mean, that's like $20-something thousand for it to get liquid immediately. So essentially what's happening is that these NFTs are selling at a premium over what the cash in price is, because people realize essentially what they're holding is a golden brick. I mean, I think Bozo got as high as 60-70 million market cap roughly, which is pretty insane considering it was a free mint. I literally, and funny, I didn't know what Bozo was. I clicked on
1,000 supply too. So this was a total of 1,000 supply.
I clicked on this link on Twitter, and it brought me to the minting page, and I was like, oh, should I do it? It looks like a drainer because it was just like super, super simple with the stupid NFT. Their NFT is just like the one picture of the bear, and I was like, I don't really need this.
You were there for mint, but you didn't do it.
I didn't do it, and I didn't, because they didn't say what it was. They didn't tell anybody what it was. It just looked like a sketchy site.
You're right, bro. I actually do like the fair launch style stuff now, but yeah, this is it. You see this, you're like, well, I don't know, man. I mean, Bozo Finance, it kind of sounds weird, and then you see one NFT, like it's the same one for all these. You know, it's like, okay, they could have put a little more thought into that, but the thing is, they were doing more tokenomics than, and they actually have a deflationary mechanism to their stuff too. And they got the meme. So it's meme based, so we can share a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but I mean, to me, it's like a proof of concept, right? I mean, I didn't know what that was. This was back in early January. I came up with this idea like off to the side because I really didn't know what that was. And then I circled back around to the project, and I was like, holy fuck, I just missed out on like some serious money. But whatever, I don't care.
This was a free. Did you say free mint?
It was a free mint, yeah.
What does that mean? I mean, what does that mean?
Like, it's actually pretty popular on Solana.
Gotcha. Okay.
A lot of tokens use it because there's such a glut of. I mean, especially during the period of time, like recently, within the last year or two, really since the last bull run. It's been such a glut of NFT projects, and most of them are just cash grabs. Like, let's just be real. If you're raising $1.5 million for a picture that does nothing, then what do you got?
Right.
You got nothing. You have to rely on the next guy to hope they want to find the value in it and to buy it. I mean, floor price of every NFT project has dropped so hard, and so it's funny when I bring up the concept of an NFT or doing an NFT project, they're like, "Oh, isn't that like last cycle?" I'm like, "Yo, should I fucking read the papers? Read the white paper."
Last cycle is an NFT that's not backed by anything. That's last cycle. This cycle is an NFT backed by tokens that are backed by, you're going to have a liquidity pool for this, and it's a deflationary aspect, right? So it's like, so I don't, yeah, exactly. I don't know how that works. Like when the liquidity, I mean, I know I think it's in the thick paper, but when people buy it, does that like launch the token? Like, how does the token get launched? Or maybe that's a little bit.
I'll explain this so it kind of makes sense. So essentially, there's 1,000 NFTs, right? And each NFT equals 420,069,000 tokens, right? So I need to, in order to provide liquidity to this protocol, I essentially need to take the first 15% of that, which is the first 150 NFTs, and swap them into the CHONK token. And that is what I'll use to create the initial liquidity pool. I will pair that with ETH on Uniswap. V3.
So you're immediately burning 150 NFTs,
Correct.
basically.
Yep. Yeah,
Whoa.
essentially. So that leaves 850 to get minted by. Obviously, like again, there's the whitelist that you'll have priority mint and you'll be able to mint within the first hour, and then on the second hour, the public sale will open up and we'll see what happens. I mean,
I'm in on hour 1. I got it. I'm going to set my
yeah.
timer.
Well, actually, can you just do me a favor and go back to the token distribution quick?
Yeah.
What's really unique again is that essentially when this launches, 85% of this token supply is locked up. So that only leaves 15%.
There's the CHONK tank.
Yeah, until people start claiming their chunks. So the token supply will be introduced theoretically. Again, I can't make any forward price statements or anything.
This will be the only the initial token supply will just be the initial LP, but that actually by launching those tokens, you're actually burning 15% of the NFTs anyway. So that's our initial circulating supply, right?
Yeah, of the token. Yeah, and actually this ties into somebody's question. They said, will your site have similar stats page like Bozo? And the answer to that is yes. When the CHONK tank goes live, it's essentially 2 parts. There's the CHONK tank itself where you can claim tokens or pay them back to get back your NFT. It's a 2-way swapping mechanism essentially. And when that goes live, the stats page will as well. Obviously, like we won't be able to pull all the stats until the initial liquidity pool is provided, like price and everything. But what's really unique is like, all right, so say if this is, let's just make it. We'll just say that this is sitting at $1 million market cap. Say, well, if only 20 or 30% of the tokens are in circulation, well, your actual market cap, your actual circulating market cap is like what, 200,000 or 300,000. So, the fully diluted value is going to look higher, but really the reality is that the circulating supply is keeping a lot of that supply off the market and keeping that market cap really small, obnoxiously small for this kind of situation, which is really cool. And it makes a lot more.
That will be burned. Like, so the only way this is getting added to is if people lock up their NFTs, and when they lock up their NFTs, now we get additional tokens that are available. They're not
opposite way around. When people, when people lock up their NFTs and claim the token, there'll be token supply slowly introduced to the market, but that also burns 3% of every claim transaction. So,
right.
It's all kind of a positive feedback loop, because even if somebody
if someone wants to buy on day one, they're buying with ETH on base out of this pool, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very, very small percentage.
Yeah, right. I love that. I love it. I mean, scarcity is the key here. This is a very experimental project, guys, but the initial experiment, with Bozo, it's gone pretty well so far. I mean, when you really look at let's see, buy NFT, I think it takes you to it takes you here. So, all right. Okay. It's gonna be minted on your site, right? On the CHONK.finance site. Now, like all these are the same bear. Like, do you want to talk about your art?
Yeah. So the art itself is an AI generated collection of 1,000 unique and wicked fat cats, and they came out nice. They came out awesome. I'm still working through them a little bit. Essentially, they're all going to have names. They're all going to have weights. They're all going to, have a gender.
Are they going to have different, like rarities?
Yeah, I mean they're all one of ones. Like no cat is like another. Like how it is in real life.
All one of ones. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Absolutely, I love that.
Yeah, so they're all one of ones. They all have like a unique name, like Alfred or Mr. Wiggles or like it's gonna be really cool. And I hope that people really love them, and like that's a part of it. Like
hope that people just want to keep the NFT.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have options. So when we get the NFT, like there is a wallet limit too.
Yeah.
You did that for a reason.
Yeah.
You want to talk
We'll talk
about
about
this?
that a
Thing?
little
Guys,
bit.
go to at CHONK on base. If you're not already following them, give them a follow. But this is the big alpha announcement here. You posted this today, literally today. So you guys are getting the straight up real deal. You can adopt a CHONK Friday, guys. Friday, March 29th. It's Wednesday, March 27th. So we basically have, I don't even know what 6 p.m. UTC is. I think that's like noon Eastern. Let's see. 6 p.m.
It's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
Okay,
Europe is
cool.
going to be like probably 8 p.m. ish. Try to make it so that everybody can get involved. Like Australia is probably like 5 or 6 a.m. It's tough to pick a launch time, but that seemed to make sense.
It's good. That's good. So we got it, guys. This is the alpha. We have the date. And look, we have an adoption price and 5 max per wallet. Total NFTs available to mint. This number I'm so bullish on. 850. Oof, that's amazing.
Yeah.
500 CHONK NFTs are reserved for whitelisted addresses, which will be able to mint within the first hour. The last 350 CHONK NFTs are for public minting. So, guys, if you're seeing this, you are part of a very rare group, a very small group. Whitelisted accounts, and so you could go to Telegram. I think that's somewhere. Well, what you need to just do is go to their actual page, and it has the Telegram right here, CHONK on base. I don't have that screen being shared, but I think it's been growing actually. I mean, a few days ago it was only 30 people or 40 or 50 or something like that, and now it's like we almost got 200 in there.
Yeah. I mean, I only announced the project like last week or something, and honestly, like I've been pushing it. So it's kind of funny. I was dropping into a couple different like alpha groups, like the base alpha groups on Telegram, and I was like, hey, like I'm launching this project and I'm following their rules and everything. Boom, get kicked. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, how many times is like I'm here, like I'm a guy. How many times does a Docs founder come and say, hey, I'm launching something that could be potentially revolutionary? Do you want to listen and hear it? Check it out maybe before you fucking kick me out of the room. So I don't really care. I thought it was actually kind of hilarious. I should have expected it. It's not my first rodeo, but like at the same time, it's like, hey, I'm trying to give you guys like, I guess you're just like getting rugged. I mean, like, let's be real.
And hey, that's actually, guys, let's talk about that real quick, because this is what, for me personally, I want to invest in fair launches moving forward. I'm not going to sit here and put just like if you're launching a business, you're not going to launch a business anonymously. Typically your business is you're going to have to like have some marketing and do some tell some people. Trust is really important in this new digital world. And so I want fair launches, and I want Docs founders when I'm getting into projects. And you've just been modeling that to such a great degree, because honestly, you can't Docs and then do something stupid. And actually, proper ways to do this. Like you've done this before too. So and also you're usually first. You jump in first in things. You're a trailblazer, which is what I love. Like, if
you gotta be, dude. It's a tough world out there.
It is, and you have these great execution strategies, and like you have proven it when you say you're launching. Like we've had a lot of different like little like maybes and here and there. It's like, so anyways, you've proven yourself to me. I mean, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, but like in this situation, I mean, I'm just excited about anything you do. Like, honestly, what you make, I'm super stoked on. But this project is like very, very exciting for me, because we're not just buying an NFT. We're buying an NFT and tokens on a limited, on a deflationary project that has super limited supply. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. With the wallet limit for NFTs, are people able to buy on multiple wallets than just put them all into one wallet?
Well, to answer your question, I'm not God. And long story short, is that was a big purpose for the whitelist, to be honest, is that we were able to kind of control like what people are able to mint, right? If what each whitelisted address is allowed 5 NFTs, then they're getting 5 NFTs tops. And
In the
I mean,
first hour,
theoretically,
exactly. One person, if you're whitelisted, that first hour, one person can only get whitelisted. It's not like they can have multiple wallets. I mean, unless they got multiple wallets whitelisted somehow.
yeah. Well, I mean, like things can slip through the cracks. It's crypto, obviously. But long story short is that, we wanted to make it so that the whitelist was like 50% of the supply, 15% goes to liquidity pool, and then the other 35% could just be up for grabs, essentially. Like at that point, we're just hoping that they'll mint quick. And
I hope so too. I think so, but you never know. I mean, but I think so. I'm mentioning that first hour. I'm prepared. I followed your directions. I got prepared. If you guys are interested in this project, get prepared. If you're not on base yet, get prepared. Just go read the instructions, get some ETH on base, get your network installed on your wallet, and get ready and get prepared. Because that first hour, like if your internet's bad and like slow, it's like, oh no, something to, like, be prepared. Don't try to like swap like the second of, you guys.
It's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea.
With the 5% max wallet too, I just want to mention is that theoretically the optics of the token distribution should look pretty good too. A lot of meme coins you see, big top wallets with 5, 6, 7, 8% of the total supply. With this, you really shouldn't see many more than 0.5% of the total supply, which is good. You don't want to have a lot of giant wallets controlling, or one guy that goes, he had a bad day and decides to dump on everybody's head his 8% bag, like nobody wants that. So obviously, like I said, I'm not God. I don't control everything. Somebody could mint multiple wallets, theoretically on the public sale portion. But at the end of the day, we want to build a really good.
That's why I like you too, bro, because you're not God.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to build a good community of good people, man. I've been like in my own life, like I've always tried to be a magnet for good people. And I'm actually finding that in the crypto space, like I'm doing it through the internet, which is really weird to say, but it's happening. So there's a lot of bullshit, bad people out there. It's crypto. It's terrible. I mean,
right. That's why fair launch, man. And you're actually coming out. Like, how many founders actually docs? Honestly, and actually, I don't even know this about base, because if anybody's on base and you're just sitting there trying to buy meme coins from whatever just comes out on the market, it's like, I mean, if you're willing to just throw all your money away, like that's okay, but it might pop. Who knows? And actually, I don't know. Honestly, it's important to me for people to believe in what they're doing. And that's what you are doing. You show excellence in your work. You make really cool stuff. I mean, dude, like seriously, fat cats, like they're great. And fat cats in space. I mean, yeah, let's go to the moon, baby. Mo, what's up, the Mo? Good people, good projects, good vibes. That is refreshing.
I do want to answer Pitter's question. And if you don't mind, Dave, just going back to the white paper, you actually had it up there. And it's on right there. So in Pitter, I recommend that you read this under game theory concepts. It's really, really important to understand how this works. So when you go to claim your CHONK tokens, like each one CHONK is worth 420,069,000 tokens. Well, when you go to claim it, it'll actually burn 3% of that, which is approximately 12. Actually, about 12 million CHONK. So every time somebody claims, it's going to burn 12 million CHONK. Now, when you go to pay that back, if you want to get back your NFT, what needs to happen is that it's actually added to the 429 million figure as a premium. So what we want to ensure is that whatever's in the CHONK tank, however many tokens are in the CHONK tank, will always be enough to cover
the NFTs that are in circulation. So if 420 million come out, we want 420 million to come back in, so it keeps a good balance.
So the fee is on the back end of that transfer. So it's like that 12 million chonk is, so you redeem your tokens, but then if you wanted to get your NFT back, now you have to pay 12 million more in order to get your NFT back.
Which makes sense, you know.
It totally makes sense, because then it's the exact amount going back in the chonk tank of that 420 that just came out. So now you're always going to have enough in the chonk tank for anybody to redeem their NFTs if they need to, even though you have a liquid supply, because the chonk tank is not a liquid supply. The chonk tank is actually kind of like almost like their stake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And they could be so they're basically technically your token. So you get the NFTs, but the tokens that are represented for those NFTs are technically staked without any kind of like, you know, income coming from the stake, but ultimately they're just sitting there staked. I mean, the reason this has a potential to go up mathematically is because you have built this as a deflationary mechanism with this fee, and the fee gets burnt, right?
Yeah, and again, the circulating supply is very low. So, you know, say like on launch, like, you know, 15% of the supply at the market cap that it'll launch at will get eaten up very, very quickly. And at that point, you know, it's gonna, you know, if people are, it's basically the AMMs through Uniswap are going to be pushing the price up theoretically. Again, I can't make any forward-facing price statements, but again, when you have such a constricted liquid supply of the token, it's supply and demand. If you have a lot of demand coming in, it's going to push the price up, right? And the best thing that you could do for the protocol, and I'm just saying this on a, you know, not financial advice, and you can do whatever you want, but it's just to hold the NFT. You know, if we build a community of people that really believe in this and want to see it succeed, and, you know, want to like push forward and, you know, whatever, then, you know, just hold the NFT. It's always going to be worth that liquid amount. You see with Bozo, like they're selling at a $10,000 premium right now. I'm not saying that, you know, the NFT is going to be worth 20, 30 grand, but it could.
How much
it's
is
possible?
Solana?
Anything could happen.
How much is Solana? Solana's
a $1.80. Yeah, $1.80.
$1.80. So $1.80 times 180.
Yeah, that's the floor price on the over-the-counter market. Now, if they go to swap that into the escrow contract,
they have to go to Bozo to do that, right?
Yeah, and it's whatever the token price is times the amount of tokens that it's redeemable for. Which is,
how do you find the token price? Is it on Dex Screener?
It's actually on statistics. Yep, and then go to the right. You can see it's 2.7 cents.
Oh, 2 cents. Wow, 2.7 cents.
Yeah.
But see, they launched less tokens. So this, I mean, who knows? So basically, does this work similarly like when it's, but see, this was minted for free. So I mean, I don't even know how they built.
Well, it's actually funny. So the cashable price of this, and again, it was minted for free, so it'll actually equal the market cap. So you can cash in one Bozo through their escrow contract right now for $21,988.
Whoa!
It's just funny how the numbers work out that way.
Wait, what do you mean? One Bozo is worth $21,000
cashing in? Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Gosh, that's insane. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. And look, it is a deflationary chart somehow. Okay, NFT premium and discount tracker, NFT dollar value, $33,000.
Yeah, so NFT dollar value. So that's the floor price of the NFT
dollar value. So
correct.
Look, token dollar value is actually less than the NFT dollar value. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Token is at a discount. So this is where the
thing for the protocol is to hold the floor.
Whoa, so this is where you go to bridge or swap. There's arbitrage opportunities if you want to. Let's see. Okay, so NFT dollar value, $33. token dollar value 21,000. So at this moment, it would be better to buy tokens and then somehow get an NFT for them. I mean,
Well, you're not going to get an NFT for the tokens. I mean, because only the original owner of the NFT could could buy the token to get it back. So if you think that the Bozo price is going to go up because of their constricted supply, then your only choice really right now is to buy the token. If you're going to buy the NFT at a major premium, well, you can. But what the NFT on like OpenSea works best as is an over-the-counter trading mechanism, so it keeps the sells off the chart. Is the plain old fact, and you wouldn't want to list that NFT so low that you go to work one day and you come back, the token does a 10x, it surpasses the NFT price, and then somebody comes and sells buys your NFTs and sells it for the higher price. You wouldn't want that to happen either. So that's why it's listed at a premium.
Wow. There's a lot of game theory in here. This is fun. But it's way better than just a normal NFT. I mean, it's a very cool Bozo hybrid. Who knew? I mean,
yeah,
very cool. And now, you have similar, to a degree, similar mechanics, but you do have some different. Do you have differences?
I think the burn-in mechanism is different. Essentially, what it is a liquid NFT at the end of the day. So, again, the artwork is a lot different. Like we're not just like putting out one picture of a bear and calling it good.
Which I think is great because that's going to be fat cats and that's going to be fun to share.
Yeah. So, let's talk about like the alpha, right? So you have a meme project on a new blockchain that's gaining a lot of steam. It's cute. It's funny. Those are both different but very similar things and very important. A new concept, a doxed founder, somebody that's gives a shit about the project, and we're building a great community. It's the list goes on and on of why this is cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
You have any marketing plans after the mint phase is over?
Yeah, so that's a great question, man. And really, like, my goal with this project is to make this as organic as humanly possible. Like, I don't want to get those pumper and dumpers, like the big guys that are just going to come and just dump on our heads. Like, I want to get in people that want to be a part of the community and be a part of like the fat cat movement. Like, it's such a cool thing. So, we do have some ties in with some callers. We do have some ties in with people that are tied in with bigger communities. And what's happening right now on Base is that the green candles are marketing themselves. There's like, if you go look at our quote unquote competition, you'll see. It's essentially like I could launch a token tomorrow with the website like that. Or I'm not going to say like that. I can launch a token tomorrow with the Telegram, a website, a Twitter account, and add liquidity to it, and market it as the next big thing. But really, it's just another shitcoin. It's just what is it called? Pig with lipstick on it. You know what I mean? Or whatever they call that saying. It's all the same thing. So at least. Like this project, in my opinion, it's got innovation. It's got something new. It's got something cool and cute and fun. And I'm not selling it to anybody. Like I don't give a shit if you invest. Like I don't even want to say invest, but if you get involved,
really, it's like you guys want to participate in a cool potentially experimental and potentially very cool project on a super popular chain with like cool shareable art, and it's backed by a token. Check. Yes.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing, Dave, is that people aren't going to realize what this is because they hear the word NFT and they run away. And I get it. I do too. People aren't going to realize what this is until they see that the token launches and that there's people getting involved with it. That, it takes one spark to light a flame. And that's what this project is intended to be.
Yeah.
There's a built-in supply shock dynamic that is in it. Like, Like, it's certainly not going to just blast up and shoot back down. Like, we're building a community of people that want to be here and want to back the project. And, like, you can go, you can go take your money and ape into another rug. You can go do whatever. It's fine. But, if you're getting an opportunity to get involved with, somebody that actually gives a shit, then, I would take that 10 times over getting rugged.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And, never invest any money that you're not willing to lose, because crypto market is very unpredictable. But this is revolutionary. Base is popular. And let me show you something really quick too. Share screen. Here is my CHONK.
Oh, dude. That's awesome.
His name's Pebble. And
what's the name?
Pebble.
Oh,
and he's got 5.7 acres to run around on, so he's
that's amazing.
Super happy cat. And then he's got a brother named Pierre, and
I like that name.
Yeah, they're awesome. Babies, but he's been they whine a lot and they eat a lot, and he catches. I mean, he eats tons of food because he catches all his food outside. So he's a little
just like you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, people didn't know that story yet, but
yeah, it's just to back this up a second. Like, I came up with the idea for CHONK actually in 2022. I had to like go through my text messages the other day, and I was like joking with some friends because I play in a band and like we play metal music, and instead of like it was like the sound that the guitars make was like chunk 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 chunk. So I was like laughing about it. So we released a song. We called the genre CHONK, and I was like, you know what? I'd love to make a crypto project out of this. I want it to be like chonk.io and have a page.
CHONK genre?
What's that?
You have a CHONK genre of music?
Oh, I that was just what I wanted to call it.
That's awesome. You created your own genre of music called CHONK. I love that.
So that was where the idea came from. And then I was like,
is it like a metalish sound or something?
Yeah. I was like, the metal guys, they love cats. Like, it seems like it makes sense. Like, and the idea is that I was actually going to have like a wall of CHONK, right? So essentially, like, you can dox your CHONK. Like, I want to do this actually with CHONK, is like make it so that people can share pictures of their cats and stuff, and like dox their cat as like a joke, because it's like doxing's like kind of like a joke in crypto. So it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool. It'll be like, oh yeah, this is my cat, and like put a little name and his weight and whatever, like a little profile. That's awesome. So I do have some cool announcements coming up. I got a cool thing getting announced tomorrow. I can't really mention about right at the very moment.
How are they going to hear about?
You can find it on Telegram. You can find it on Twitter. It'll definitely be out there. I mean, right now, like this is just a seed, and what we're doing is we're planting that seed and hoping that it grows. We're gonna make it grow. We're gonna add water. Oh, I think he dropped out. What up, guys?
All right. I think I'm back. Am I back?
No worries. I know you're out in the boondocks.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You're good.
Okay, cool. All right. So sorry. I cut everybody off. I have Starlink, so and I should actually start my generator right now, because I think my battery. I still got some battery. I'm good right now. All right. So what were we talking about? Sorry about that.
Oh, we're talking about doxing your cat.
My cat.
You don't want to dox yourself, so just like show me your CHONK, bro. Like, come on, like, what are you, a wussy?
I love CHONK. So yeah, and actually saying CHONK on base kind of just is a fun thing to say. CHONK on base. Anyways, I'm stoked on base. I follow, I kind of really like what you do. I like the projects that you make personally. So that's why I kind of like follow you around. Like, all right, well, you were the first NFT I ever bought.
That's
and
cool.
You're the first collateral. Well, no, because I did get some Dragon X hybrids, but this is different. This is different than that. And I'm excited because you're on base. That's really because you're getting me to branch out a little bit. Like, I followed your instructions. I want to make sure I'm doing crypto safe. Because as safe as I possibly can. So I have my own wallet with your first project in it. It's your project, and it's like I have separate wallets for different things, and so I'm excited about learning, kind of with you as you launch new projects on new things. It's exciting. So basically, what I'm telling people is like, a lot of people vouch for you, and you're public. So if you guys are super early. If anybody's on this stream, you guys are watching it. There's 75 people here. Like, you got 75 people, guys. Okay, there's 75 people on the stream. There's only 500 available for the. There's 500 available for the first hour whitelist. So you got to fill out the form to get on the first hour whitelist, because 75 people times 5. If every one of you on the stream right now got 5, what is that? That we're basically selling out. We're gonna probably sell out the first hour almost.
I'm terrified. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? Anyways, guys, think about that. Like, this is, and then there's only gonna be 350 left to sell that second hour. So if you guys fill out your form, go to X, and let me share that screen again. Just go to X. But here's the other thing. Before we get to that, let's look at the game theory ideas. Because if you guys are still here, when? Oh, hey, well, there you go, Mo. Let me share with you when. Go to
Chonk,
on Twitter, and boom, first post, pin post. This is when. Friday, baby. Friday, March 29th at 6 p.m. UTC, Mo. There's your alpha. And adoption price is 0.0242. So right now, this is what I love about Fair Launch 2. You're letting people know up front, so they have a couple days to prepare. So if you multiply that times 5, now you can fill out this form link, and you can like, repost, and tag. And Mo, I tagged you, man. You were one of my 3. But anyways, go to the forms here, and then and then you fill out that form, and then you can have a chance to get. Now, there's some people that are already on the whitelist, and I'll let you talk about that if you want. And then there's also some potential spaces that are going to be filled up by people filling out this form here. So
yeah, let me talk about
I mean, this is it. So 0.0242 times 5, that's like 0.12 or something like that. So if you guys want to do a max wallet of 5, just have 0.12 ETH plus fees in your wallet before Friday.
That's the name of the game. Yeah. So as far as the whitelist goes,
that's actually super cheap. Like, that's real. That's like really, really cheap.
$88. Yeah. Like, dude, I'm not like one of these guys running a freaking $30 million pre-sale. Like, that to me is just absolutely asinine. Like, there's no need for that. There's no gains to be made at that. That's so somebody could make a bunch of money and put it in their own pocket. When you see somebody running a big pre-sale like that, it's not an opportunity. It's you better run the fuck away. Let me be real. Right. Like, there's no money. We're all here to make money, right? And again, it's not financial advice or anything, but when you see something that's going to launch at like a $12 million market cap, like, it's going to take a lot of volume to push that price up and to make those kind of gains that you want to make. Like, why do you guys keep giving people your money like that? Like, it's crazy to me.
Yeah. Because people just, because the market is emotional. And actually, when you look at the charts actually show human emotion. I mean, they show a lot of bots too, but the bots are programmed by people. Well, maybe they're programmed by AI now. So maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but they used to be controlled by market sentiment, by people, by human emotions. That's why it's called the fear and greed index, because it's like fear and greed are the two things that rule the market. And when you can step outside of the fear and greed and see things for what they are, with always the potential to, hey, you know what? Don't put money in that you got to pay rent with and stuff like that. But like, if you get a little extra cash, this doesn't even cost that much money. I mean, you might spend more on other stupid stuff like Starbucks. Don't drink Starbucks for a week, and then you can get into CHONK for your cost of your Starbucks in 1 month. I guarantee it. Add it up.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, so with the whitelist, basically, it's going to run for another
time is it now? 7. I can't even do math right. I'm so tired. It's going to run for another 5 hours. So you got 5 hours to fill out that form. Just make a submission.
Only 5 more hours from now.
Yeah, like it's really tight.
Right, because actually you said this form will be closed at 4 p.m. UTC. So yeah, you guys actually don't even have that much time to get on the whitelist. So just do it right now.
Yeah,
you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so essentially, yeah, up until 5 hours from now, I'll close out the whitelist applications. They'll be randomly picked. The guys that are Titan Legends holders that are part of my original project, you guys are all whitelisted. So each wallet will be able to mint 5 NFTs. And that's because
the ones we have. Well, we have to use the Titan Legends wallet that we have. The one that has Titan Legends in it.
Yeah, exactly. The wallet that the Titan Legends in. The snapshot was actually taken from before the ETH migration. So,
Cool.
you guys will be good. So, yeah. So the reason I did that, I mean, you guys are the ones that supported me since day one and like these projects, and with the climate on for the people that are watching that aren't familiar, the climate in Titan X has been pretty bearish overall, I guess. I hate to say that because I really believe in the project. But right now it just wouldn't be the ideal time to launch this kind of like mechanism on Titan X. It's just like it will come. It's 100% going to happen. It's just right now it really makes more sense to flow with the current narrative. Like let's have fun with it, and hopefully this gives like people an opportunity to have a good little win here.
Mm-hmm. And a super fun project because exactly. I think there is a win here personally, not financial advice, but I think there is because of your scarcity, the scarcity that I mean, I love it. So.
Yeah.
All right. What other questions? Anybody got any other questions? And what else, Rudy? We talked about a ton. What should we end on here?
All right. How many people do you say are watching? I can't see that stat.
80 people right now on the stream. 80 people.
Nice. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
81 people.
It's always fun. Yeah. I mean, I think I covered pretty much everything, like what the NFT does, like why it's different. The cats themselves, like, just having just stop aping into rugs, like be safe with your crypto. Yeah. If you're going to go connect your wallet to a website that you don't know, like just make another wallet, send a little bit of ETH over there, whatever, really smart idea. Don't get drained. Don't respond. Like actually really important to mention this is that there was already a scam going around saying that there was a pre-sale for CHONK. There is not. Like it's just the mint for the NFT. So be really careful.
Always look right here, guys, but make sure that this is like actually there's no extra spaces or underscores or any of that crap. Like you got to make sure when you're going to these things. So when they go to your X is where are we at here? CHONK on base.
CHONK on base, baby.
CHONK on base is the @ and then you go there to get official information. And then if you want the website, it's chonk.finance. So yeah, just make sure you're not, make sure you're on the right place, guys. Just really, really important.
That is a fact. Very important. Yeah, always double check your links. Like don't join any random Telegram groups. Like there's only one official Telegram group. There always will ever be one official Telegram group.
And don't go to the Telegram group unless you go to the website first and click on this link. So make sure you're going to chonk.finance, then click on the Telegram link, boom, and that'll take you directly to the Telegram.
Yep.
Or you can access it from X, but just make sure you're going to official links because people redirect and do stupid stuff.
You know what? I find it's a lot of times like people look at their phones first thing in the morning and they got like one eye open. They're like trying to check the price charts, and then they see something like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Click it, boom, drain. Don't. Please be careful.
Yeah, be careful. But yeah, guys, this is and girls and everybody. I think there's probably statistically more guys on this 84 people.
I always say like boys and girl.
Boys and girl. Exactly. But if there's any girls on here, you girls have some super big alpha compared to other girls that are not into crypto. You know, most people in the world don't really know about this kind of stuff. They will. They will. Trust me, they
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, crypto is still very new. And regards to this project, man, like I said, a lot of people like won't realize what it is until after it launches. Like, you know, especially if the price goes up, like green candles are the best marketing. Like I'm not saying not financial advice, all that, but if so it happens, then people will become interested. They're going to read the paper. They're going to be like, wow, this is really smart. And to be honest, I really, really, truly, and wholeheartedly believe that a lot of people are going to fork this project. And whatever, like that's fine. That'll be cool. I just want to get this out there and, you know,
I bet you're right, because it's such a cool concept. Now, so the cool thing about base, guys, to end on, is that when you get over to base, once you start if you try to trade right now on Ethereum without being on base, it's just so expensive. So once you get your ETH over to base, then it's going to be a quicker back and forth, which actually would make arbitrages potentially worth it, because if it's actually really hard to do any arbitrages if you're just on straight ETH right now, because you got to actually make money plus the fee, and it's really hard to do that because the fees are expensive. So on base, hopefully the fees are going to be low enough to where arbitrages are going to be possible, more possible and probable.
I love this comment, man. We will shill, but only after Minton's finished.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's the alpha, boys.
This is the alpha, everybody. We got 82 people on the stream. If everybody minted a max wallet, boom, that first hour pre-sale is sold out. Now there's only 350 left for that second hour. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens, but get your base wallets ready if they're not ready already, and if they are, then hey, let's go along for the fat cats in space, baby.
That's it, man. And you know, again, like it's really, really important that we're building like a strong community behind this. You know, we can get a lot more done that way in terms of like getting out there, marketing ourselves, reaching new people, like actually bringing like more positive people into the space, like being like a magnet for like goodness and kindness, and like showing people that like crypto can be different. It's not all about greed. It can be about family too. So
good point. And I think actually, honestly, most of us, that's what we're in it for. We're in it to make our lives better, and for ourselves and our families.
That's it, bro. that's why I'm here. I don't know about everybody else, but you know, it's it's a dog world out there, cat, whatever.
Right, catty cat, baby. My cat's been eating some mouses. I mean, my cat will catch some mice.
It's a catty mouse world.
It's a cat and mouse world, baby.
But you know, like I've met a lot of great people in the crypto space, and they're out there, man. You just like you put yourself out there, and you get to meeting people like yourself and others, and it's really cool to be able to do something like this that's a little bit different, and it's not all about me.
Right.
So,
well, thanks for making awesome projects, bro. Thanks for I'm super stoked on this, guys. Set your timer for 6 p.m. UTC on Friday, March 29th. And go to chonk.finance to check it out. Also, go to CHONK on base over on X and get the alpha. And you guys have the alpha now because you're on the call. So I will be part of that first hour minting. I'm super excited. So thanks so much for making this incredible project, bro.
Thank you so much for having me, man. And we'll have to do another one of these soon. Maybe we'll do one post launch or something.
All right, that's when Pitter's going to be able to chill. So let's do one post launch, so Pitter 90 can chill.
Oh, I'm laughing at that one. Oh man! All right,
you guys are amazing. Hey, stick around for a second. But I'm gonna do this video, this exit. What's it called? Oh my!
Exit strategy.
No, it's this exit logo. But now when I got shut down, it didn't work. So here we go. I'm gonna see if this works.